We beat it!
Get killed, all right?
What was...
Why would he say that?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Spooky Nerd Club. Today we're going to talk about the new film, Heart Eyes. So we're going to jump into this straight without spoiling anything. And then once we start revealing spoilers, which will be later on in the video, I'll give everyone a warning. All right, so yeah, let's go over some details about the film.
Heart Eyes was released on February 7th, 2025. It was directed by Josh Rubin. It was written by Philip Murphy, Christopher Landon, and Michael Kennedy. And it was edited by Brett W. Bachman, who also did Companion.
Oh, look at that. He double dipping this year. He getting money.
Like week after.
Right. So this film stars Olivia Holt, who's from Totally Killer, which basically played the only character that I liked in that movie.
Okay.
And she was also a Disney girl. The film also stars Mason Gooding, who I think was, super charming in the film. He was from Scream. He's from Fall and from Y2K, which was not a good movie. It also stars Jordana Brewster from Fast and the Furious and the Texas Chainsaw. My boy, Devin Sawa from Final Destination, Idle Hands. Casper. Casper, such a funny way to be like, you remember him from Casper? That was so long ago. I do. And he was also in the Chucky series.
The budget for this film was $18 million.
And the tagline is, "Romance is dead." I feel like they could have had a better tagline than that. Not the most interesting one. So, first thoughts. Before we spoil anything, how did you like this movie? It's fresh on your mind right now. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, without giving too much away, I liked it. Again, this is another one this year already that I really liked, which I'm happy about.
What did you like about it, though?
I don't know if I can. It's going to be hard to not say what I like, not spoil stuff with what I like about it. First of all, I think the casting was incredible. I think they had really good chemistry, and I think that casting Mason Gooding for like the lead man was perfect because he was such a smooth talker and he just fit the role so well. Also, I really liked the gore, obviously, because I talk about that all the time. That's my favorite thing, and there was really good gore in this film.
Yeah.
Those are like probably my two favorite things, the casting and the gore.
Yeah, I will say I do like the creativeness of some of the kills. It was definitely cool to see. Too bad they showed one of the coolest kills in the trailer. Literally in the main trailer, you see probably the coolest kill throughout the whole movie.
Which one?
The one where they're inside the minivan and the couple's in the back having sex, and then Hard Eyes comes from the back and puts that like
oh yeah,
yeah, he puts it right through his face. That whole scene is literally in the trailer. I'm mentioning it because I'm not really spoiling anything, because if you've seen the trailer, you've seen this part. But I thought that was one of the coolest kills, and I wish we would have got more like interesting, creative stuff like that. But, overall, I thought everyone killed it. I thought it was a fun movie. Definitely a great Valentine's like date type of movie, you know what I'm saying, if that's what you're into. There were moments where I felt like, all right, this is a little too rom-com-ish for me. Like, I wished it like heightened a little more with some slasher things happening, but it is what it is. And, for the type of film that they promoted, I think they delivered really well. I thought it was cool overall. I can't complain about it. Now we're going to get into some spoilers of the film. So if you don't want to watch any of these or hear any spoilers, I suggest you just go to the next video or watch whatever you were watching before this.
Hey, has anybody seen that new Russell Crowe thriller? Because let me tell you,
sorry, it's just we're going tomorrow, and I don't want to know a thing about it.
So what are some of your favorite scenes in this film?
Okay, so I did not watch any trailers because I didn't want to be devastated if this film didn't live up to what I thought. So the scene that you're saying was like a kill in the trailer. I didn't see that until the movie, and I thought that was badass. Also, in the very beginning, when that girl gets like squished, I kept thinking that it was going to pan away, and it didn't. It actually showed her exploding, and that was one of the biggest things I remember from watching the movie.
Those people definitely deserve to die.
Oh yeah.
I felt like everyone was cheering for that to happen because we all know that couple on social media that's just annoying as and just put in every little thing that they do, and they make it look like they have the most happiest life. So in the slasher movie, it's like, yeah, get rid of them. So
Yeah.
that happened instantly in the first scene, so I was cool with that. So I think my favorite scene might be possibly the whole driving scene. I liked everything they did throughout that part, and like that whole conversation that they had in that minivan about like them basically explaining why they haven't been in relationships and like just really laying it all out there. And in the background, we hear two people having sex and like kind of like motioning to like what they're saying. I thought it was kind of funny. That part kind of like proved like people would have enjoyed it a lot more if they just got like the campy vibe from it, because we all know what it is. I mean, they weren't trying to be too serious from the beginning, so why not just live on that and die by it throughout the whole film instead of just trying to make us figure out who a killer was. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah.
let it be like a Michael Myers killer or Jason Voorhees or something. Just no reason, no motive. Just let him do his thing. I think it would have been more impactful in those type of ways, but I still enjoyed it. So it is what it is. Is there anything you think you would change about the movie?
I mean, kind of what you were just saying a second ago about how it was basically like a whodunit, kind of like you were trying to figure out who the killer was going to be. I think
Mm-hmm.
that distracted from what could have been really cool and just like really good kills.
Yeah.
Because it's funny that they cited Scream and Friday the 13th for this, because in Scream, I feel like we're always like, who's the killer? Who's the killer? And then in Friday the 13th, it's the opposite. Like, you know who the killer is. You don't really, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like the unmasked part of it, I guess. Like, I just want him to be scary, brutal, kill people. Like, I don't need to know who it is under it. I think it makes it creepier to not know.
I agree. And I think like, the chemistry between Mason and Olivia was like really cool, and I thought it was realistic. It felt
Yeah.
legit. Like it didn't feel forced or anything like that. So I thought the whole like cat and mouse game that they were playing from the very beginning kind of like made the whole scenario and situation of this random killer just killing people on Valentine's Day interesting. If I had to change something, it would definitely be to remove the whole mystery killer part of the movie. In my opinion, I thought it just hurt the film actually, because they wasted a lot of time in the first two acts trying to make you like suspicious of certain people.
Yeah.
The way the ending went, it just didn't pay off. Like it wasn't that very satisfying to me. And, maybe some other people might like that, but I didn't really care for the whole murder mystery type of feel for it. I was just going in to be like, kind of like how I go in to watch a Terrifier film. Like, I'm just here to see art shit up. Like, I just wanted to
Yeah.
see Hard Eyes shit up throughout the whole movie.
Right.
Something to consider though, like in the credits of films, when it says like written by in the credits, there were like three names separated by like and the like symbol and I just want to mention, like, when a name is separated by the symbol and it means they're like a writing team and they worked on the script together. If a name is separated by and like A and D, it means they were attached to the project in a separate draft. You know what I'm saying? So this means like someone could have written a draft of the film and then someone else took over and made revisions, which is why parts of the script could have felt like disconnected or maybe different. So it just shows that maybe the studio just had some hands in it and kind of like the original draft of it just wasn't as intended to be, because that always happens too. But one point I would like to say also is I wish we got some more Devin Sawa.
Yeah.
Like,
Very
I was kind of
little.
upset that he died. He's just taking roles now. He's like, kill me, I don't care. I just wish he was more dominant in the movie. It would have been cool to see him as actually like one of the killers at the end, like instead of seeing the Asian guy, seeing Devin Sawa, because he's already like super famous in the horror community. Nobody knew who the fuck this guy was.
Yeah.
So I think it would have just made more sense for Devin Sawa to take that role. Maybe his schedule didn't fit it. Who knows? But I just felt like he would have been a better fit for that part instead of having the other guy. I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but
I don't either. Tech guy, I don't know.
I'm just hating because I'm a Devin Sawa stan, so whatever.
Well, to that point as well, like that's one of the things that I think the whodunit thing kind of ruined for me because at the end, like who the was that guy? We don't even
Yeah.
care about that guy.
I was just like, what? Oh, so you matched with the dude on like Bumble or something? Or like, oh, and the whole point of them having like, of the couple going out to like kill all these people was because of a fetish. I
Yeah,
just
like a
thought that was
kink.
like corny, just corny.
They're just like assigning a meaning to it when there doesn't need to be.
This is more than just murder. He's like Cupid with a kink.
I felt like honestly the whole chapel scene could have been taken out, and I would have been okay.
Yeah.
I would have been okay with the way it was ending because it felt like it was about to end, especially when she went to the airport, try to go
That
look
could
for
have been
him.
it. That could have
That
been
whole
it.
thing, yeah, I would have been fine. Do you think this film could benefit from a franchise?
Mhm.
Do we really want to see Heart Eyes every year? Especially
Okay.
with... Go ahead, I'll let you go.
Here's my thought. They could easily franchise it by there being like copycat killers, like
Yeah.
recreating. But I mean, I think if the next Hard Eyes is equally as like brutal and just ruthless as this one was, I'd watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably enjoy
Yeah, I think I'm going to watch it too.
it.
I'm definitely going to watch it because I'm just a horror person. Like, I just like watching these type of movies. I mean, I guess you can always have anybody play Hard Eyes, like forever. It's kind of like Scream, like anyone can play Ghostface.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll find a cash grab somewhere and probably make it a franchise because it is a cool looking killer. Yeah, I wouldn't care, honestly. I don't care. If it's a franchise, sure, but if it isn't, whatever. I'm okay with it just being a one-off, which honestly might be the best way to go. Too many like redundant type of films like that already. And they didn't nail the ending on this one, so like how are you going to get better in part 2?
Take feedback from the horror community, perhaps.
Yeah, right.
You suck!
Being this a love story, did we learn anything in this film?
Fuck no. What? What? No.
We didn't learn anything. Well, when you're going into it expecting a slasher, just straight up campiness, there's not really much to learn because it's just a bunch of stupid teenagers or young adults doing stupid shit. There we go. That's Hard Eyes. So
No, wait. I wrote a couple of questions for you, and I'm very excited to hear your thoughts about them.
Let's go.
So the first question, which you kind of already answered, so we'll probably just jump, but I wanted to know what you thought about the mask.
Oh yeah, the mask I definitely think is cool. It's unique, like I said, with the hard eyes and it having that infrared. I thought it was cool. It seemed like it kind of looked like a potato sack to me at one point. But it's super. I guess it's super thick. I don't know what I'm saying. Chill.
What are you talking about? I think the material is like...
Yeah. Overall, the mask is cool. I wouldn't mind seeing Hard Eyes become like a slasher icon, I guess, if you could say that. Or just having his own franchise. I thought it was cool.
Okay, my next question is, did you ever know who the killer was, or were you just totally surprised at the end?
Well, when they were in the police station and Shaw just kind of disappeared during that whole scene, I was like, well, I automatically think like they're already somewhat part of it because everyone else is getting killed and everyone else is, just running and trying to escape the killer. But all of a sudden this person just disappears and we don't see them actually get killed on camera. Yeah. I had a feeling that it was going to be something with her or I didn't know that it was going to be 3 people. I'll be honest. I just thought it was going to be, maybe her involved with someone else.
Yeah.
But the Asian dude, I don't really care. Like, they gave us that small ass scene with the Asian dude and when he came and talked about being on Bumble and I guess if he knew who the girl was and getting turned down. But other than that, when do we get any other kind of clues that he's part of this whole...
Okay, I'll tell you.
All right, tell me.
Because when I watched his scene,
Mm-hmm.
when he popped up from the desk and he was like, "There, I fixed your Ethernet. Like, I'm a tech guy."
Yeah.
And then talked to her briefly, whatever. And then right after, when he left, and all the lights went out, the mask like flipped to night vision,
Yeah.
and I immediately thought in my head, it is the tech guy, because that takes some like smart tech guy shit to get those like lights in his mask. And
I guess that's a
knew
good point.
immediately.
I didn't even realize that happened. I must have been looking down at my popcorn bucket, stuffing my face.
The last question is, did you stay for the post-credit scene?
Oh yeah, I did see the post-credit scene. It wasn't anything to be that impressed
No, but
with.
they're setting it up, I think, where it could be a franchise based on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, most likely they're gonna cash grab off this as much as they can. I will say the character of her best friend.
Boo! Hated it.
Not my favorite
Hated
person.
Oh my god, I hated it.
I think because I knew too many people like her, and I don't like none of those people in real life. So why would I like this character? A character I did like though was the boss of both of them.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
Because I thought she was funny and clever. Like, I don't know. I guess I like a mean person sometimes.
It's awful.
I'm Jamie from Canada.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna shake your hand because I'm not 45 and a man.
So here's some fun facts about Hard Eyes. Fact number 1, the 2 detectives investigating the Hard Eyes killer murders are named Hobbs and Shaw, which is a reference to the shitty Fast and the Furious films.
Number 2, the writer of this film also wrote Freaky from 2020, It's a Wonderful Knife from 2023, and Time Cut from 2024.
Fact number 3, it will probably come as no surprise if you watch the film that the director has cited Scream as inspiration for Hard Eyes. But another very surprising inspiration was Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives.
Hey, Nikki, what are you doing back there? Taking a dump?
Alright, so that wraps up this video on Heart Eyes. Thank you all for tuning in. If you could please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all our latest videos, and let us know what you think about Heart Eyes. Did you like the film? Was it bad? Was it good? Write us in the comments, and until next time, we'll see you all soon. Horror Girl, take us out the Valentine's way.
Thanks for watching. See you next time. Done!